All right, last booster box, and then we will go over our loot for the haul of 9 booster boxes, couple of blisters, and all that other good stuff. And we'll see how many more cards we need and how many we've gotten altogether. So let it begin. Hopefully we get the ones we're missing. See Cinder Ace here. We don't need him, unfortunately. I think that's the third one I've gotten. So yeah, I have noticed to the people who are like interested in getting into Pokemon card collecting and that sort of thing, if you end up buying like a bulk amount of cards or like maybe 2 or 3 packs and you end up getting the same like duplicates of the same card and you're literally just collecting it, try to find like an online community or something like that that's looking to make trades. Try to another Milo. See, this is what I mean. So like I could take this Milo since I have a Milo and try to find somebody who's got a regular full art Sonya or something, because Sonya is the one I'm going for. Because like I said in an earlier video, I do like the design of the recent Pokemon ladies. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for. Plus I am just collecting the whole set as a whole. So you get duplicates. Try to make friends in online communities. The more you can trade with reoccurring people, so like the same person over and over again, the better, because you begin to build up like a repertoire with that person, right? You can trust them more and more, and it's less of like, okay, I'm sending my card off to a complete stranger. Am I actually going to get the card that I asked for? And it turns more into, oh, I'm sending my card off to Jim. I can't wait for him to get his card, and then I'll get my card. It turns more into like back in the day when you're at the playground, you got your Pokemon cards and you're trading your cards to your buddy, and you don't have to worry about it because it's all in person. Nowadays, there's, at least in where I live and like my personality, it's a lot harder for me to get out and kind of put myself out there and see if I can find local communities that are passionate about card collecting and stuff like I am. So it's easier for me to just go on avenues like Discord and stuff and try to find people through there and talk to people about whatever, because that's just the way I was. Ever since World of Warcraft came out, I started playing that, and that's a lot of my social interactions growing up were online through people that I was playing that game with. And nowadays it's a lot easier for me to tell whether or not a person is being genuine or not, and I feel like a lot of that is because of the interactions I've had with so many different people, because I did basically a social experiment online with World of Warcraft. Because at the time, World of Warcraft was such a new concept for so many people. That's why it'll probably go down in history as like such a landmark video game, because there wasn't too many RPGs that, or too many games that you get on it and you talk to like thousands of other players all at the same time. I mean, you had like EverQuest and stuff, but it wasn't as easy and it wasn't as accessible. I remember EverQuest was on a PS2. You needed a special adapter. You needed a good internet. You needed your mom and dad to be off of the phones and stuff if you were going to go on the internet while you're playing. So there were too many hoops to jump through. If you were playing World of Warcraft, all you needed to do was own a computer, and nearly every house had a computer at the time, so it was like super easy, and almost every computer could run it because that game runs on a potato, or ran on a potato. And even if it didn't run that well, people still played it because it was the new cool thing. So yeah, it's important to find a community, even if you cannot find one locally in person, because it's good to have people you can talk to about stuff that you enjoy. Because if you don't, it makes enjoying things a lot more difficult, because there's no, like, even at home, I can't really go upstairs and be like, oh look, I got this card and that card and the other card, look how cool it looks, I love the art on these cards, what do you think? I mean, like, my sister would enjoy it, but my parents probably not so much. And before you make fun of me, before you say anything, let me say this. The only reason why I live at home is because I'm going to school. I'm going to work full time. I also have epilepsy, and I'm single. So the idea is to find somebody to move out with, preferably a girl, because a girlfriend would just make it easier on me personally. And then just kind of move on with my life from there. I mean, the best part about staying home is that you don't spend as much money on rent and stuff like that, so you get to save a ton of money. So whether you think so or not, I believe I'm happy right now. So you can think I'm naive, I'm stupid, whatever, but at the end of the day, you have your thoughts. I'm happy. So as long as you're happy, I'm happy. It's all about everybody being happy. Just don't bring each other down. There's no reason for it. Life's too short. Life's too short to worry about the small stuff. And the key is that everything is small stuff. So just relax, man. Just relax. Make friends. Enjoy yourself. And just make sure you're happy at the end of the day. Because if you're not, it makes this journey called life a heck of a lot more difficult. And if I can get a Sonya from one of these packs, oh boy, would I be happy at the end of the day. If not, I'll kind of get into a little bit more about Mini Pokemart to those of you who are watching this and aren't subscribed to Mini Pokemart. I'd be surprised if you aren't. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people in that community that are obviously into this sort of thing, because that's what the community is based around, is Pokemon cards. There's a bunch of other communities that are based off of Pokemon cards. There's a bunch of other communities based off of nearly anything you could think of. So if you enjoy anything, just Google a Discord channel and try to get into it and meet somebody new. Like today, I was looking for a villager for my village in Animal Crossing, because somebody had moved out on their own volition. They wanted to. So they moved out. I looked up a list of Animal Crossing villagers to try to pick one that I wanted. Unfortunately, the one that I wanted, Audie, she's like a red fox. She's supposed to be peppy, and I guess she's also one of the most popular villagers that you can have. So when I went to the Animal Crossing Discord, I waited my 10 minutes just because I was a new member. And then as soon as I asked, there were a ton of people that were willing to give me Audie, but only if I had the in-game currency for her. But since I don't play the game nearly as much as they do, apparently, I did not have the in-game currency for it. So I had something to save up for in that game. So goals are always good to set for yourself too, which is what I try to do when it comes to nearly everything, including Pokemon cards. Right now, my goal is to collect, just collect all the Pokemon cards in the set. So, I mean, what I did with the base set, it was the last month of the set being the newest set before Rebel Clash came out. And I said to myself, okay, what makes more sense? Buying another booster box or outright buying the cards that I needed? And it turned out being that if I outright bought the cards that I needed, it was way more fortuitous, and it made more sense if I did it like that. So that's what I ended up doing. I saved myself a bunch of time and money, and I ended up completing the set. And according to like a couple weeks ago, when I did complete the set, I checked to see how much it was worth, and there was a set that it had sold for like $650. So I know it's gonna be worth at least that much. If it goes down any more, then maybe we sell it. But last pack, we're looking for Sonya. Last pack, we're looking for Sonya. Last pack, we're looking for Sonya. Come on, Sonya, here we go. Water Energy, Metacham, Morgrem, Palpitoad, Sandygas, Roly-Coly, Stunky, Clefairy, Voltorb, Indeedee, and an Appleton. Womp, 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 womp. Alright, so we didn't get our card that we're looking for, but that wraps it up. Next video is going to be our treasure haul video, and then I'll see you then.